Governor Palin, you took office, and just, I should mention backstage, you received an email about yet another indictment of a public official in Alaska. The state was reeling, for those of you who haven't followed it, from a bribery scandal that seems to have tainted really the entire Republican leadership of the state, led to a number of criminal convictions, an ongoing FBI investigation that may ultimately affect the granddaddy of Alaska politics, Senator Ted Stevens. And you came along and said that you found Alaska's reputation for corruption embarrassing. You didn't want your state known that way. You probably took on the oil companies who provide 85% of Alaska's revenues. Early in your career, you blew the whistle on the chairman of your own state party when you and he served together on the Oil and Gas Commission. And I am wondering from both of you, when voters elect a woman, are they implicitly saying, blow up the old order, throw out the old answers? Are they asking you, are they basically saying, you have license to do it differently? Or is that, would you say that is something specific to each of your personalities and your situations?
I think it's more specific to the personality, again, not so much a gender thing, but the craving that in my state that Alaskans had for someone to step in and do what was right and commit to cleaning things up. It has been embarrassing what's going on in Alaska, and the kind of the entitlement mentality that Alaska's state government had, so reliant on the federal government, expecting you all to pay the bills that we have in Alaska. You in your taxes, your income taxes, Alaska receives more dollars per capita than any other state in the nation, which is nonsensical because Alaska is the wealthiest state in the nation in terms of our natural resources that are being warehoused right now. Oil companies are sitting on the resources that you all should be utilizing. I got here I could not believe what you guys are paying, the price of gas.
Yeah, unbelievable.
We have trillions and trillions of cubic feet of natural gas, clean, domestic, safe, stable supply of energy up north on the slope, and yet because of undue influence and corruption, we have not been able to tap those reserves and flow them into hungry markets out here. So recognizing that, and certainly I'm not the only one that recognizes it up there, other Alaskans were saying, you know, something is wrong here. Why is it working the way it's working? Well, the FBI came in and is unraveling a bunch of stuff and telling us now, showing us why things weren't being done in Alaska's and America's best interest, and that's resulted in these indictments. Anyway, Alaskans, though, just craving someone to stand up and do what was right. It was obviously needed, and someone who, like me, I had nothing to lose. You know, I don't have the political connections. I'm not part of any network, you know, that is beholden to one another, undue influence. Nothing to lose but just go in there and say, you know, we've got to do what's right. Got to do what we teach our kids to do. You know, you're either going to, and in politics, you're either eating well or you're sleeping well. And I knew that if I was going to run for office, my desire was going to be to sleep well at night, knowing that we're making the right decisions in our administration. So not a gender thing so much, but kind of a bulldog personality thing where people were just looking for someone to stand up and do what had to be done.